The coronavirus. It's the reason we're all throwing dinner parties in a parking lot. Right now, things are looking pretty dire. There have been over 11 million recorded cases in the US, and 1/3 of all Americans know someone who has died of COVID-19. And with the holidays just around the corner, there is both good news and bad news. The bad news, of course, is that you won't be able to spend time with your extended family. The good news is you won't have to spend time with your extended family. And this morning, there was also some really good news.
This morning, another potential breakthrough in the battle against COVID. A vaccine developed by Moderna showing a 94.5% efficacy rate in a trial with 30,000 participants.
One big difference between the Moderna vaccine and one developed by Pfizer that also reported very promising results in early trials. Moderna says its vaccine doesn't need to be kept at extremely low temperatures to remain stable. That could help with shipping and distribution.
Yes, people, just weeks after a vaccine was announced, there's another one on the way. I mean, are you serious? No vaccine, 2 vaccines. I mean, at this point, in 3 months, we're gonna have so many vaccines, you'll be able to pick the one that just best fits your personality. Are you getting the Moderna vaccine? No, dude, I'm getting the Pfizer one. I mean, I'm a Gemini. Now, apparently the Pfizer vaccine is 90% effective, but the Moderna vaccine is 94.5% effective. You know what that means, right? I'm taking both, because then I'll be 184% immune from COVID, baby. Woo! When COVID is in the room, it's gonna catch me. Where you at, COVID? Where you at? This is also gonna raise the stakes for vaccines, because some scientists will come out like, I made another vaccine. It is 88% effective. And we'll be like, what? Kill yourself, you 88% dumbass. And here's something interesting. Moderna says that its research is going much faster than expected, because in order to get enough data, they need a certain number of people in the study to catch coronavirus. And that has been extremely easy because this pandemic is so out of control. Just imagine that for a second. We're getting the vaccine faster because of irresponsible people. So you need to go out on your balcony at 7 p.m. tomorrow night and you clap for those people who are not wearing masks. But guys, let me tell you something. When this vaccine hits, the streets are gonna be lit. It's gonna be like the end of World War II. Hell, I'm gonna be in Times Square kissing the first bat that I see. Come here. But let's move on. Because even as the coronavirus is keeping most people close to home, there are still some people out there who are living their lives and even traveling. And I mean, really traveling.
Just hours ago, SpaceX launched 4 astronauts to the International Space Station. It's significant because it's the first full-fledged taxi flight for NASA by a private company. The crew will reach the space station late tomorrow and stay there until spring.
That's right, folks. Thanks to Elon Musk and SpaceX, astronauts can now basically catch an Uber to space. Although it is going to be risky. I mean, because you'll take an Uber to space, it'll cost you like $12. But then when you come back to Earth, all of a sudden there's going to be surge pricing. 200,000? I'm not going to pay 200,000 to go back to Earth. Well, you could always take the bus. The bus? Dude, I'm not trying to get probed by aliens, okay? You're getting 1 star for this. I actually wonder what 1-star Uber rides to space would actually look like. So, the cockpit door blew open, right? The air got sucked out of the cabin and we were like dying. And worst of all, the iPhone charger didn't work. But I, for one, am very excited by how much easier space travel has gotten. I mean, think just 50 years ago, a space launch was a global event. People crowded around their TVs to watch it. Now, there are space launches all the time. You know, no one cares. Soon it's going to be so common that, like, people won't even feel cool anymore. It'll be like telling people you're going to Tulum. People are like, oh, I went to space last week. Oh, congratulations on being basic. Let's move on, though, from outer space to ancient Egypt, where an incredible new discovery was just unearthed.
People in Egypt digging up history dating back more than 2,000 years. Archaeologists are showcasing more than 100 coffins found in a huge burial ground. Each sarcophagus and coffin is painted with intricate carvings. X-rays show mummified bodies inside. A lot of the individuals buried in these are members of high-class Egyptian society, so their coffins were higher quality with more elaborate designs. They're going to go on display at Egypt's Grand National Museum next year.
Wait, they just happened to find 100 coffins? And now I'm sure that they're gonna need money to study these coffins? I don't know, guys. Sounds like a typical pyramid scheme. By the way, I love how grave robbing is okay if you just call yourself an archaeologist. Because that's what these guys are doing, right? They're robbing graves. The only difference is they're wearing a weird hat, so then it's okay. Because imagine if you saw some guy digging up your grandma. Hey! Hey, stop that, man! That's my grandmother's grave! I'm wearing the hat. And did you see the look on that one mummy's face? He looks like he got caught doing something embarrassing, and he really doesn't want you opening up his sarcophagus right now. Oh, someone's in here! That's why you've always got to assume, people. Assume that your grave is going to be dug up one day. Yeah, you got to be prepared. That's why when I die, I'm going to pose like a gangster in my coffin. Like this. So when they dig me up, they'll be like, we don't know much about this ancient culture, but judging by this man's pose, he was clearly a badass. And finally, here's some weird news from the animal kingdom.
We know the platypus is a strange animal, that we know. It's a mammal, but it does lay eggs. It has webbed feet and a duck-like bill. Also, it produces venom. Now, we're also finding out that the coat of these animals glows under a black light. An article published in the journal Mammalia reports if you shine an ultraviolet light on its fur, a platypus will give off a greenish-blue tint. They're one of the few mammals known to do this. It's pretty neat. Scientists are still in the dark, though, about why they have this trait, if there is even a reason at all.
I'm sorry, what? Platypuses glow under black lights? Who made these creatures? Huh? They glow, they've got venom, they lay eggs, but they also have fur, and they're mammals? It's almost like God was finished building the earth, and then he used all the leftover pieces to build the platypus.
Just take the spare duck bill and put it together with the raccoon body. Yeah, let's see what happens. This should be interesting.
Honestly, people, we keep finding out more strange things about what platypuses do every single day. Like at this point, let's just put a platypus in the cockpit of a plane. Maybe it knows how to fly. And also, what is happening in the scientific community? Huh? Half the world's scientists are working their asses off to find a vaccine so we can go back to living our lives. And then the other half are like, I don't know, let's see what glows. I will say this. It does explain why we've never seen a platypus on an episode of CSI. All right, everybody, I'm going to use the black light to scan for any evidence at this murder scene. Okay, what do we have? Detective Platypus. What the hell? No, guys, it's totally not what you think.